Hi everyone, Darren and Sean again from Help and Partners. We just thought we'd give you an update on the JobKeeper. A lot's been talked about it over the last few days. The government have released the legislation and we're all a lot clearer, as are most accountants around the country and advisors. So Sean, mate, what's happening with the process of registration for JobKeeper?
Yeah, Darren, so the JobKeeper enrolment process for employers has opened, so employers are now able to enrol for the JobKeeper program. They can do that through the ATO business portal or through their tax agent through the ATO tax agent portal. The enrolment process is quite simple. We've done it for several clients already, and it's really just the first part of really a three-step process as far as claiming JobKeeper benefits are concerned. So the first step will be for employers to register for the JobKeeper program. That's the step that's open now. Step two will be to nominate which employees are eligible for the JobKeeper program, and then that will open in early May. The third step, which will be an ongoing step, is each month for employers to nominate which eligible employees they paid the minimum $1,500 per fortnight for, and to report their actual and forecast turnover so the ATO can assess their eligibility for the program.
So do employees need to opt in or opt out of the program, and how does that work for the employer-employee relationship?
All employees, if they want to participate in the JobKeeper program, need to sign a nomination form and return that to their employer, otherwise they'll be ineligible for the scheme. So that's also an important point for employers to make sure if they're going to make their employees eligible, they have that signed declaration before they proceed to nominate them for the program.
So an employee can't get JobKeeper from more than one employer?
Yeah, that's correct. So an employee can only receive the JobKeeper from one employer.
If I'm an employer and I want to claim for the month of April, how does that work and what's the timing around registration for that?
So if you want to claim JobKeeper benefits for the month of April, the first thing you need to do is to enrol your business as an eligible employer by the 30th of April. So that's the process we've just spoken about that's open this week. That's step one. Step two is to make sure that before the 30th of April, all eligible employees who you want to claim for have been paid their $1,500 per fortnight. And the ATO have given us a one-off opportunity to pay employees now up until the 30th of April to cover the period since the scheme opened on the 30th of March. So we've got a chance to back pay employees to make sure they qualify. They're the two key things we need to do at the moment.
So with paying our employees, do we have to be on single touch payroll?
No, you don't need to be on single touch payroll. The ATO has two ways for employers to report to them. One is through single touch payroll, and the other is a manual process done directly through the ATO business portal or tax agent portal.
But if you're on single touch payroll, then you must use single touch payroll?
So at the moment, Darren, we understand that the ATO is going to be harnessing employment data from single touch payroll to pre-populate part of the JobKeeper claim process. We're not sure whether people going forward need to continue to use single touch payroll to report to the ATO, or if they can instead use a manual process.
And when will the first payments be made from the government to the employers?
So the initial indication from the government was that the first round of JobKeeper payments would be made in the first week of May. I think that timeline may have shifted back a week, although we haven't had any confirmation from the government. The stage two, which we'd mentioned before, around nominating employees and indicating who have been paid payments to make them eligible for that first claim period, that process isn't opening until the 4th of May. So I would find it hard to believe all JobKeeper payments will be processed in the first week of May, when the ATO is still collecting data in that first week of May.
Okay, so once again, employers are going to need to manage their cash flow. Some employers will have paid their employees JobKeeper for the whole month of April, and then they will get the money off the government in May.
Yeah, Darren, that's a really important point. So we all understand now the cash flow difficulties that the JobKeeper program can put onto some employers. Some employers may have been hanging out for their first payment to come through in the first week of May. Whilst we haven't got formal advice otherwise, I'm recommending to all of my clients to make sure not to count on receiving that first JobKeeper payment until potentially the second week of May.
So look, once again, I think that just highlights some of the intricacies around this legislation and what employers need to be doing to ensure that they are eligible and that their employees are getting paid and that the employers will get paid from the government if you follow those rules. Once again, we recommend that you go and seek professional advice from your accountants or give us a call. Thank you.